Hey everybody, how are you doing today? It's Monday and the sun is shining outside here in Largs. It's very cold, but I love these cold warm days, goodness me, cold fresh days, where it's crisp underfoot, but the sky is really blue. So it definitely brings me joy. And that's the theme of this month. It is around helping us to really connect in with what helps us to feel good in ourselves and also in our business, because sometimes those two things don't always come together. Um, you might be a little overwhelmed sometimes. You get towards the end of the year and you're looking at maybe I've not achieved everything that I wanted to achieve this year. So that doesn't always feel very joyful. Um, but my thing really is kind of trying to come back to feeling good in ourselves first. It's the stuff that I taught in Happiness Club. It was really my mantra for get yourself into a better frame of mind before you were sort of really looking at things that you needed to tackle and challenge, because it's always easier, I think, when we are feeling good, when our mood is lighter, when we are feeling happier. And it's knowing then what can be your go-to things to help you go there and then come back to look at whatever it is that's going on in your business. So there's a few things this month that are on to help you with that. I've got the Co-working Connections meeting tomorrow morning in Largs, which is open to local business owners as well as members. And it worked really well last time, just giving people an opportunity to kind of be in the room to work side by side so that you were getting a chance to chat with somebody and ask some questions and just make a little bit of a connection. Because I know that I sometimes really struggle with kind of being productive or going, what have I asked to do today? Whereas if I've got a particular plan, and particularly when you're coming outside to be with other people and just work in a different space, it helps maybe just shift the mental fog. I must say, I didn't do any work last time. I did go with intentions, and I suppose not unusually, I spent the morning chatting to everybody and just kind of helping make connections between things that I knew of other people that they didn't really know about each other. So I'm hoping that tomorrow I'm going to actually do some work tomorrow morning. If you are nearby and you want to come along, I'd love to see you. It's on from 9 until 12. I've now booked 3 hours so that there's a wee bit more chance to have a bit of a chat and a cuppa, as well as get some work done. You don't have to be there for the whole 3 hours. That's not essential. But if you think that you would like to come along, please RSVP, because I have only got, I mean, a maximum of 8 spaces. It's not a big space. So really just to see it's there, and I'm just trying it out for the next there's 3 sessions booked in a fortnight. There's another one and another one again in later on in December. So if you want to come along, have some fun with each other, have a bit of a chat, get some work done, then RSVP for that for tomorrow. Tomorrow night, what we have here, I'm going to share the event screen. So tomorrow night we have the Create Your Joy board using Canva with the absolutely wonderful Thea. She is just for her first time kind of using this to create a joy board. I mean, we've all talked about vision boards and that vision of where we're wanting to go and what we want to bring. But I think this time round, using it to create what is it that makes us joyful. And we'll probably learn a little bit about using Canva. I've been using it for years, and I'm sure that if Thea looks and sees how I do things, she probably goes, "Why on earth do you do that?" So I'm sure that even just kind of like watching her, kind of pull this together, we're going to learn some stuff about how wonderful Canva is to create graphics and other things. So I'm hoping that you can come along. At the moment, there's a couple of us signed up to be there. If you can, please RSVP. That would be lovely. It will be recorded, which I'm saying thank you so much to Sia, because she doesn't usually allow her like free events that she does to be recorded. But we're testing this out for her as well to see if it's something that she could perhaps actually use then to sell as a product. So that is for tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. And then what we have, we've got, it's a busy week. We've got a Soul Connections meetup our online. We've not done one for a few weeks. So if you can come and join us on Thursday morning, it's really the chance to really kind of catch up with each other, see what's going on, have a bit of a refresh around where we might want to go at the end of the year, maybe starting to think about next year. We'll bring some, as always, we'll bring some cards and do a little bit of our oracle reading for everybody. And yeah, and we just, they never know where the conversations go with these because I'm always amazed at the synchronicities that happen when people get together. And this is when you realize that it's not always just about where you are and that we are connected. And sometimes we're picking up on whether it's energy around, that's happening in the world, if it's planetary interventions, if it's if it's just a theme that seems to be happening with everybody, whatever it is, it's really useful, I think, when we come along and we get to connect with somebody else. And this is really all the big purpose of Big Soul Network is about us connecting with each other and not being stuck on our own trying to figure everything out. So that is on Thursday this week. Looking forward to next week. I'm going to be talking with Sharon Miller. I've mentioned this before. Sharon runs Joyworks and has been, just spreading more joy and laughter and kind of well-being really in the world for a long time. We first connected way back when I was running Happiness Club. So that's, we're talking probably almost 20 years ago now, that we met. And I'm delighted that she's coming along, but I'm going to be having this is a in conversation with, I'm going to be talking with her about her journey and her experiences of really having to use her own knowledge and skills and wisdom to come back from her like really, really difficult, challenging health time that she had after COVID. I mean, she almost lost her life when COVID first hit, and it took a long time for her to kind of bounce back. But this is the thing, it's the same message, I suppose, that I've had about, coming back from things that are really, really tough, but being able to remind ourselves of the things that we can actually do. So I'm really looking forward to kind of having a conversation with Sharon and also just finding out what it is that she's doing now with her work. Hopefully you'll come along, be inspired to connect in with Sharon and to hear what's going on with that. And so far that we've got co-connections working again in Largs on the 2nd of December. So those are the events that we've got scheduled for the rest of this month. Can you believe that we're almost at the end of the year? It just seems to be going faster and faster. Um, yeah, so hopefully you can come along and join us. I'd also like to know what your thoughts are on the events and how things have been. I am, just really wanting to kind of lean into more in-person things definitely next year. And maybe we need to mix up the events a little bit, just to kind of get a feel for it, how things are working for you. You also will hopefully see some more things kind of coming up on socials and me talking more about Big Soul Network out with the network. This is a deliberate attempt to reach people beyond the group just now and let them know about what it is that we're doing and what the principles are, this whole thing around kindness, joy, wisdom, and wealth, just helping really to connect with each other and to go deep, to support one another, and hopefully that together then we all rise and grow. So look out for some posts. I'm leaning into some AI to kind of help with this, which is really interesting. And yeah, I'll share some of my update in that. And I hope to have some conversations around AI probably in January, when we're looking at wealth. So, and I'm just working on the event schedule for December. The one thing that I would say, that I will just share again, that is in Heartbeat. Um, for December that would be lovely if you could let me know if you're interested is a Christmas lunch party. Um, I It's the one thing that I probably miss most about working in a larger organisation. I used to love the Christmas parties. Yeah, and maybe at Christmas, if you come along, I might share some of the mental stories of things that happened during Christmas parties in the past. Particularly when I worked in the railway industry, because they could be quite wild. Anyway, I'm not promising a sort of wild party for Big Soul Network, but I did think it would be really good if we could kind of come together and maybe have a Christmas lunch and maybe a drink or two, alcoholic or non, up to you. So I've suggested Friday the 19th of December. If you would like to come, just please put RSVP yes on that so that I know. I'm going to open up to some other local business people here in Largs. I'd like to try and get the a restaurant booked for like by the end of the week if possible, because you know what it's like with them. We've got time just marches on and we might not be able to get somewhere if there's quite a few of us. I'm planning on maybe there's a really nice Italian, there's a Thai restaurant, there's another couple of, like sort of pub places that have got menus up for now for Christmas. So we'll book somewhere that'll have some sort of Christmas menu of stuff. So if I can just get you to let me know if you're interested in coming, if you can RSVP that by the end of this week, it would be really, really helpful. And that way I can at least book a table for, how many folk we might potentially be there. Yeah, so that was, oh, I'll stop sharing that again. That was what I wanted to kind of let you know about this week. Yeah, and I'm going to actually delve into a little bit of work I've got to do today, and then I'm going to go out for a walk in the sunshine and the nice blue sky to lift me up and add a little bit more joy to this week. So hope you're all well, and I look forward to seeing you, hopefully, either in person tomorrow night with Thea on the Joy boards, or maybe on Thursday morning with our online Soul Connections meetup. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. See you all soon. Bye.